It was always my intention to play Hollow Knight, but I just never really got round to it. Not because I didn't want to, not because I was put off, just honestly, if I had to put it down to anything, it'd just be laziness. I had heard about it just by seeing it on the PlayStation Store or on the Nintendo Switch Store. It wasn't until my friend was playing Celeste, and it's the same guy who gave me Elden Ring. And I said, oh, is this game good? And he said, yeah, it's really good if you don't mind taking 10 years off your life off. And I was like, okay, cool. And then he said, have you ever played Hollow Knight? He said it's a kind of a similar vibe, and I think you would really like it. Me and him, whenever we talk about video games, we always get onto the topic of how I love a good boss fight. I love figuring out mechanics for a boss, exploring games and a really good story, or we always talk about these different aspects. He mentioned Hollow Knight, and he said it was really good, and for about 2 years, I just didn't play it. Don't know why. It was always something that I'd see around, like I think I even put it on my PlayStation wishlist. I just never got around to it. Then my Moon Days community Discord, you can find the link in the description if you want to join it, it's really fun. But I found on there that a lot of people were suddenly talking about Hollow Knight. Didn't know why, and then I realised, oh, that new Silksong game has been announced. And then on my LinkedIn, I started seeing people in the gaming industry talk about Silksong, about how Cherry Red should have given other indie developers more notice. I don't think they should have done, but that's just me. And with everyone just talking about it, and with all the hype suddenly building up to this new game that's coming out, I finally thought, okay, I'll bloody play it. I know that I would probably enjoy it, so let's just crack on with it. So, I streamed it, and oh my god. I love this game. This smile is a genuine smile. Yeah, sometimes you do a video and you do a smile. And it's not that it's fake, but, you know, you do kind of put it on a bit more for the camera. But that smile then, that was a genuine smile. The amount of joy that I've felt playing this game, it's just lovely. It's a lovely game. You know, at first, when I started it, maybe I was a little bit skeptical. I was playing it and I was like, I don't know how I feel about the dark color palette. I don't know how I feel about the fact I can't duck or anything, but as it went on, as I started getting used to this world, getting used to the just everything about the game, as I started getting used to the story, the unraveling of the story, getting used to the movement, the combat, it's just all so wonderful. It's all like I felt genuine joy playing it, which isn't something that I felt in a game for a long time. I stopped feeling joy with Elden Ring because I was just playing so much of it and I was making videos about it. I wasn't feeling as much joy towards that. But no, dude, Hollow Knight, I just feel pure, unadulterated joy when I play it. You know, and I often do this thing, when I find something that I really enjoy, I will do it to death. I will burn myself out, I will obsess over it, and then that's it, I'm done with it. And I don't like that. I know it's not very healthy, it's not a very healthy way to approach something, but with Hollow Knight, I really enjoy it, and I'll play it for maybe an hour or two, and I'll put it down. I'll actively choose to put it down. I know that if I keep playing it, I will burn out of it, and I will get sick of it. But I'm making like the choice to just put it down after a bit. And look, I couldn't even tell you what the story is yet. I have no idea. All I know really is that I'm a small, I'm guessing like maybe a insect. I don't know. I'm a small guy, I'm a knight, and I'm going into this kingdom where there's a lot of bug people, a lot of insect people, just a lot of creatures. There seems to be a lot of culture surrounding it. There seems to be a lot of lore within the world, and it's slowly unraveling. It's just wonderful. I'm only 4 hours in, but I'm loving it. If I had to describe it to anyone, I would say it's the vibe of Animal Crossing, but in a Souls-like game. I know that sounds really silly, but the coziness, there is a certain coziness to this game, and I don't know whether it's the 2D aspect and the boxed in nature. The music as well helps it out so much, and at first people on stream kept saying to me, what do you think of the music? Isn't the music good? And I was like, yeah, it's good, but the way I like to approach music in video games, or just in anything in general in a film, I like to kind of approach it naturally and just appreciate it organically. And what I mean by that is, if I'm going into a game and I'm told, look how good this music is, isn't it really good? I'm immediately going to be trying to listen to it and trying to feel something for it. I couldn't do that when people were saying that, but it wasn't until I just started playing the game, I wasn't thinking about the music, I wasn't thinking about all the little intricacies of the artwork, I was just accepting the whole package as it was. I was just playing it. And as soon as I started doing that, I started to really appreciate what I was seeing, what I was hearing. When I went back to Dirtmouth after a while, the music there started to click, and it started to really sink in, and it started to feel a bit like home, like a very nice hub. It was just very cozy, and I really enjoyed it. Even though it's a Souls-like, and I'll get to the Souls-like aspect in a minute and why I think it works so well in a 2D format. It's so good. I'll get to that in a second. The music, I don't know how to put this, it makes it feel really cozy, really homely, really welcoming. But at the same time, when it gets intense, it can be quite intense, but it really easily switches back to that coziness. It's just a very welcoming game, despite how difficult it is, despite how many times you're going to get knocked down and get back up and redo it all. There is just something about it where it feels like it's saying, "Hey, come on in. Let's have a little explore. It'll be fun. Come on." I think the fact that it's a Souls-like Metrovania thing, I think it just really works well. You know, I had just come off Elden Ring and I tried to play Sekiro. I appreciate that Sekiro is clearly a good game, but for me right now, I was just finding it too difficult and I was very fatigued with the whole Souls-like From Software aspect. I had played so much Elden Ring. I had played what, like 120, 40 hours or something, I don't know. And I get that that's like normal for that game, like I do get that, but I don't know, man, I was just so burnt out, as well as the fact that I was making videos for it, I was writing videos, editing them all together, making a whole series about it. I was feeling very tired, I was feeling very fatigued with Souls-like games, so when I played Sekiro, I just didn't want to look at that kind of, I guess, that genre. I didn't want to look at the way it just all felt like Elden Ring. It felt like Dark Souls, and I just didn't want to do it. So playing Hollow Knight, I was slightly worried because it's a Souls-like, it would put me off. But I've got to tell you, man, the 2D aspect as a Souls-like, it just works really well. Like, it's just the perfect setting for this kind of game, as well as the artwork. And you know, I love me a bit of Dead Cells. I do love Castlevania, but I'm not like a big fan of the old games just because I wasn't around for that, and I can't, you know, I can't really mesh well with such an old game anymore. That's just me. There's something about a side-scroller working really well with a Souls-like kind of game, and I can't really pin it down so much, but it just feels right. I think a lot of that is because of the world design, because of the map design. There's this really cool thing that they do, and I mean, maybe this has been done before, I'm sure this has been done before, but I noticed it as I was playing the other day, and it really made me go, huh, that's nice. There will be certain points when you're, you know, platforming up, or you're, you know, just walking around, and I realised that inside the walls there are plants and stuff, but there was one that was really, it was like a butterfly, and it was really close to the screen, it was a silhouette, and it made you feel like you were inside of this little underground world. It made you feel like you're there. After I film this, I'm gonna go and play that, and I just can't wait to just be inside of that little boxed in world for about an hour and a half. I can't wait to just sit down and just visit there and just explore and just move around, because there is just something about it. There's just something about it. The way it all feels, it feels like a very lived in world. You meet all these characters and they talk, you know, they have the little thing like in Animal Crossing. You just get to know all these people, and it's just really great. It's really great. It really works, and it's not just the plot that unravels as you go on, it's the gameplay mechanics, it's the getting used to the platforming, everything just unravels as it goes on, and I just can't wait to play more of this goddamn game. It's very wholesome, but it's also very difficult, and it's also very cozy, but it's also very tense. It's just like, it's really well done, and I can't believe I'm saying this about a side-scroller. You know, and I'm not saying that side-scrollers aren't good, there are a lot of brilliant side-scrollers, but I'm just saying I don't play these kinds of games all that much, with the exception of Dead Cells and the odd, you know, old Castlevania game when I'm trying to get into it or something. So seeing a game like this, it just like a Metroidvania, it makes me so happy. I just love it. It's a really good game. And I've got to say, part of the reason I think I'm enjoying it so much is because my life at the moment has been a bit chaotic. It's been a bit, well, I say chaotic, it's been turbulent. It's, you know, I'm still struggling to find a job. I do have an interview soon, which I'm really excited for, and I really hope I get the job. You know, I'm struggling financially. I'm struggling to find a motivation to keep going. There is a part of my head, there is a part of me that tells me I just need to give up. and that I just need to stop doing. I need to stop existing, because, you know, I was bedridden for like a week a while back because I was just so fed up with everything. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was going to do. I genuinely thought I had no future. But there's something about playing this game where I know that everything's going to be okay. I'm going to be alright. When I was streaming the other day, I had a message from someone on Hinge. This person said to me, what are your long-term goals? Now that's a very loaded question. It's very deep. I don't know whether, you know, that's the kind of question you'd expect to get on Hinge from someone. But I was on stream and I read it and I was like, I don't know what my long-term goals are. I guess I do know what my long-term goals are. You know, eventually I would like a family. I would like to have a job where I can earn money. I would like to self-publish my book with, you know, efficient money. I don't just want to self-publish it. I want to save money and publish the book all the right ways, get an editor. I want to do all these things. I want to get my mental health in check. But at the time when I got that message, I was on stream and I was watching this little knight run around the thing. And I thought, does he have a long-term goal? I know that sounds really silly, but I was playing it and I was like, this guy's just going through it. He's going through the motions. And I guess I'm just going through the motions as well. And the goal is to get to the end and to get there in one piece. And right now, that's all I can do. It's just something very... I'm not going to say it's a motivational game. It's not motivational, but it is very cozy. And there's something very welcoming about it. It feels like when you load it up, the game says to you, hey, you're alright. You're doing fine. Don't worry. Come on, we're going to have some fun. And then after we had fun, you go back and do whatever it is you got to do. But let's just have a bit of fun for a bit. It's going to be alright. We're all good. You need a bit of fun in your life. Let's just enjoy ourselves, okay? Honestly, it's a wonderful game. I love this game so much. It's so good. It's so good. You know, eventually, once I finish it, I will 100% go and play Silksong. I can't wait. I can't wait for Silksong to come out. I think maybe it'll be out by the time this video is out. I'm not sure. That's my review on Hollow Knight so far. I'm really, 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 really loving it. It's really helping me with my own head. It's helping me just feel cozy at night time. It's just a lovely game. It's a lovely game, and I understand the hype now. I understand the hype. Also, a big shout out to our channel members. Thank you so much for subscribing and being members. It really, really means a lot. I'm going to list them all out now. We've got Derek Arthur, Puethu, Split Prune, Travis Baker, Mr. Toadman, Namfam, The Worst Protagonist, Jack is a Mimic, Timothy German Games, Professor Scum, Wade Cohen, Mr. Ben, Pride, and Jonathan Webber. Guys, thank you so much for being members. And look, tell me what you love most about Hollow Knight. What is it about Hollow Knight that drew you in? I've said in the stream, I said, what is it that this game mostly gets praised for? And a lot of people had a lot of different answers, so I'm curious, like, what is it about Hollow Knight for you that you love? I would love to hear that, and maybe I'll start to feel the same, or maybe I'll love it for my own little unique reasons. I don't know. Probably will make another video about it. I'm not going to plan it like I did with the Elden Ring series. I'm just going to play it and see if I've got anything to say. I really love this game. Very good game. Very, very, very good. And thank you for getting me into it. Anyway, see you on the other side.